Welcome back. You're watching Morning Live. Thank you very much for staying with us. Now, the 28th of April, that was this year, a South African team of 9 able-bodied runners, 2 hand cyclists, and an amputee embarked on an epic 10-day relay journey from Cape Town to Pretoria. The non-stop 24-hour journey through 4 provinces formed part of the OCAL Global One Chance at Life Aim, which is to not only raise awareness around the needs of differently able people, but also to raise funds for 2 individuals who have suffered spinal cord injuries. The monies raised by the worldwide movement will provide these individuals with the necessary medical resources, much needed rehabilitation, and acquiring the right wheelchair for their needs. To tell us more, we're joined from our Pretoria studios by the founder, Nicolene Mostert, and Jeffrey Yates, who is a hand cyclist. Guys, thank you very much for joining me. Nicolene, let's start with you. This initiative, what is, for a lot of people will hear OCAL Global for the very, very first time this morning. What inspired this organization?
So 2 years ago, I took the world's first triple amputee up Kilimanjaro with a team of amputees as well, and I saw them conquer stuff that scared me. And it was at that moment where the whole philosophy was born, that I needed to do something to show the world that there's no such thing as disability, but only differently abled individuals.
Okay, so you have this idea, it inspires this organization. Then how do you convince people like Jeffrey, or was it quite easy to get Jeffrey and the team to say, guys, I've got a crazy idea. I want you guys to do a relay from Cape Town to Pretoria. We're going to raise funds. We're going to do some awareness around this. But I want you guys to get on board. How did that process then happen?
So I think it's all about finding like-minded people and with a common goal. And I was lucky enough to have found 11 people that had the same mindset. And I think for the able-bodied people, for us, it was pushing out of your comfort zone, because we stayed in camper vans and it was right through the day, through the night. But then for Jeff and for Benny, who are spinal cord injuries, and for Oswald the amputee, I think was even a bigger thing, because they were put completely out of their comfort zone. It was all about trusting 11 other people to get you from 1 kilometer to 1,800 kilometers. But yeah, I called everyone up and invited them on this crazy journey, and I was lucky enough that they accepted it.
Jeff, when Nicolene talks about crazy, I don't know how an athlete interprets that, but you're a hand cyclist. What was it about Nicolene's call, Jeffrey, that was the one thing that you said, you know, I've got to be part of this. I have to create this awareness. And afterwards, I want to ask you, what was that journey like? But what was it about that initial call that you said, well, you know what, I want to be part of this?
Yeah, no, like Nicolene said, it's about finding people that have the same goals and believe the same sort of message that we're trying to get across. So for me, I mean, it was a crazy, thought to think we were going to do this 1,800 kilometer journey over 10 days for 24 hours. But I believed in the cause, and I think that was very important.
The awareness, we'll talk about the monies a little bit different, a little bit later, but the awareness raised. We still think that there's a lot of information out there, and yet a lot of people are not really aware about just some of the day-to-day difficulties, some of the medical issues that people that have a disability go through. Jeffrey?
Yes, no, 100%. A lot of what we did on the trip was quite tough, and it was those challenges that we had to overcome. But living with a spinal cord injury, it's not necessarily not being able to walk. There's so many other different things that we struggle with when it comes to bathroom routine and all of that. So no, definitely, it's something that we always have to try and work through and get through it.
Nicolene, these are brave young men and women. They're on a 10-day trip, going through 4 provinces. Have you, in your opinion, have you shifted the mindset of South Africans, people you've come into contact to? Because I've asked Jeffrey this question, that there is a lot of information out there, and yet we are not reading this information. We're not getting to grips with the kind of realities that people that have disabilities actually are faced with. Nicolene?
Yeah, I think that was the big thing for me, is that we each of us had to get involved. You know, we carried them in and out of the cars. We had to help them. And I think that was the thing, is having that first-hand experience of what they really go through and what we perceive. Like you say, we don't read, we don't always take note of what people with a different ability go through. And I think that was, for me, inviting people on this journey, abled and differently abled individuals, so that we can actually first-hand experience it. And definitely the towns that we have been through, you could see people actually like just in awe of what they do. And a lot of able-bodied people seeing that Jeff and Benny and Oswald taking on this task. And I think that's the thing with OCAL, is that the 2016 journey was just the beginning, and we don't only want to change the mindset of able-bodied people in the way that we see differently abled individuals, but we also want to empower and encourage people with that's differently able, to show them that they can have a full and meaningful life.
Nicolene, very quickly, the target set and the money raised, what did you end up doing?
So we're still in the process of raising the funds. I fly back to Cape Town tonight, and we start identifying the 2 individuals. But this, like we said, it's only the beginning of OCAL Global. So we have the 2 individuals that we're busy looking for.
Yeah.
So
How do people get involved? Very quickly.
So you can go to our Facebook page, OCAL Global. All the information is on there, and also the hashtag OCAL 2016.
Okay, thank you very much. That's Nicolene Mostert. She's the founder of OCAL Global, One Chance at Life. And Jeffrey Yates, he's a hand cyclist who embarked on an epic 10-day relay journey from Cape Town to Pretoria to raise funds for 2 individuals who have suffered spinal cord injuries. They will culminate their run in the Wings of Life World Run on the 8th of May 2016. That's at Supersport Park in Pretoria.